Hey guys, how's it going? GB Android Studio here. I'm gonna start my first video in a first series for the channel. I'm gonna play a game called Space Agency. It's pretty much a space program simulator. You just kind of like do missions, launch stuff into space, all that stuff. If you played Kerbal Space Program on the computer, it's the same thing, just a mobile version, and it's 2D, so it's a little bit simpler and just, it's pretty fun to play for an app. Let's go ahead and open it. Now, before we play, I just want to recommend that you guys go through the tutorials. I'm not going to go through them, but I just highly recommend you learn how to play first. I'm not really going to teach you guys how to play. I'm just going to kind of go through the career and then maybe make a sandbox series for y'all too. I got some plans for that. I want to build a space station. Want to try to at least send a mission to each one of the planets. I don't know how many planets there are in the universe. I know there's a good amount though. And once we get done exploring the universe, maybe like lay out a map for y'all and make it easier for y'all to figure out where you want to go, and just give you some ideas what you want to do the sandbox. But let's begin with the career. The first mission is very, very simple. If you guys haven't played it yet, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be launching a satellite into orbit around the Earth. And that's pretty much it. So before I begin, I will say that that bottom silver part with the gold tip is the satellite parts. That the first time I did this mission, I orientated the that purple bluish parts towards the Earth and failed. So just watch out for that. So here we're going to build a rocket. Now we're going to be using small stages, and you're going to be using small stages for the majority of the first few missions. I've done about 10 or so, and I've only used the medium stage once. Let's go down to the very bottom and use my trusty old Mercury first stage. This is my favorite one. It's $500,000 cheaper than the Titan 2 stage, and it's got an American flag on it, so it's a double win. Let's get a couple on it. And the reason why I use this is because I use this one as opposed to the Titan 2 is the Titan 2 does have one more lifting power than the Mercury first stage, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference, and it's worth the $500,000 save. So you put a coupler on it, and then we're going to put a small tug right there. And then we're going to go back and get that satellite communications. That's under payloads. And then we're going to go to fairings, and we're just going to put a standard fairing on it. So that's our rocket, pretty simple rocket. Now, if you go through the tutorial, you'll learn how to launch a rocket into space. I just have two quick things to say. You don't have to hold down the engine button until it hits 5 seconds, and if you really want to take a risk, you can go to 4. But that just saves you some fuel. Now that doesn't make a difference now, but in the next few missions it will. And also, you don't have to you don't have to tap the engine button all the way through. Like once you get to the very top, once the rocket on the right reaches the top of the altitude meter, you can start to let go, and it'll have enough inertia the rocket will have enough inertia to reach orbit. So make sure you're following the curve meter on the top right, on the top left, excuse me. And that's a pretty simple thing to do, but the only difficult thing about it, and it's not even that difficult, is when you run out of fuel and you decouple, your rocket starts to curve, and then sometimes it gets a little tricky to put it back in. But it's not that hard. You guys got it. Hopefully I got it. There we go. And if you're looking at the altitude meter, you can let go of the engine valve right there, and you still have enough inertia to get into orbit. All right, got a minute left. Let's go ahead and decouple the fairing right there. Zoom in. You can double tap to zoom in. And we're just going to orientate that over real fast. And then decouple once more, and that's pretty much it, guys. Now we got a satellite in orbit. And got the gold. Now, I usually don't I usually don't care about getting the gold awards. As you can see, that's actually my first gold. I have got some silvers and got some bronze, so I really don't care about that at all. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you all have a great rest of your week.